Now I'm going to just talk about another very interesting attack. Okay, so this is actually quite interesting. It's called clickjacking and likejacking. Okay, you probably heard about this, and this attack is also very easy to launch. Okay, and we do have a lab, but we don't have time to work on that. And so I'm just going to show you, okay, and what attack looks like. Okay, before I talk about this attack, I just want to briefly talk about iFrame. So you probably already deal with the iFrame before. So iFrame allows you to kind of embed something, a web page, inside your web page. Okay, so if you have this web page, okay, and you said I want to embed another web page inside. Okay, you want to embed Facebook. Okay, and then you want to embed a Gmail in this. So in the same web page, you can embed some other web page. Okay, and that's, if you do that, that's one of the typical way to do that is to use iFrame. Okay, you basically said I'm going. This is the iFrame. Okay, this is the iFrame, and inside this iFrame you can specify the source equal to a URL. Okay, and then when this iFrame is displayed, then the browser is going to go fetch the source and get the page and display it inside iFrame. Okay, so and iFrame and outside they are isolated. Although it looks like they are inside, but this word and this word they are isolated. Okay, and this word and this word they are isolated. So this one cannot do anything to the outside. They cannot deface the outside page. Either way, you cannot deface the inside. Okay, they're protected. Otherwise, you're gonna have a problem. Okay, and we're gonna talk about this sandboxing and later on. Okay, that's a part of sandbox. If they come from different page, if this outside word also come from Facebook, you're fine. But if outside word is different from the inside, and you cannot interfere with each other. Outside word can kick out the inside. They can say, I don't want the Facebook now. I'm going to replace Facebook with Gmail. That's fine, because iFrame belongs to you. You own the iFrame, right? You can decide what to put in the iFrame. But once you put the Gmail inside, and you cannot do anything to the Gmail, other than just kicking out this page. Okay, that's the only thing you can do. Okay. So the iFrame support a lot of the features. They allow you to overlay them. Okay, that's the things get into fun. Okay, so you can overlay this iFrame. Each iFrame basically like the DOM node, right? It's a node on your page, just like any button. So you can overlay them. You can specify their position so they overlap. Okay, and you can also set the transparency of your iFrame. You can make one iFrame transparent. Okay, so you can do all these kind of things. Okay, and that was the intentional. Okay, they want you to be able, the developer to be able to use those kind of features. But unfortunately, an attacker can abuse that kind of feature, and to use that to launch the clickjacking attack. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. It's all related to the iFrame and the features, the transparency, and then arbitrarily put them in a location. Those is going to cause problems. So let me just first to show you, okay, So I did prepare this. Okay, you can see this is my page, right? My page. This is my page, and test/clickjacking.html. But inside of this, I have iFrame, and you can see this is the college website, right? So I'm putting that in the iFrame. If from the boundary, you can tell. I actually put this in the boundary. If you just directly go to this, and this is what you're going to see. Okay, it's going to scale all the way to the boundary. Okay, so this page. But when I put it in this one, I can set this a boundary large enough. But I just want to show you. Now, if you go to here, and you don't see anything abnormal, right? You don't see anything abnormal. And now if you say, okay, I do like this one, and you want to click this button, right? The Facebook button. Okay, and this is where you may have an issue. What I did, I put another document. What you see is transparent. I can't click. Okay, you can see I'm trying to click. I cannot click any link. Okay, here you can click any link. You can click. You can see if I move over, right? You see the color change, right? But once in here, right? So and doesn't change. Okay, and of course this is just for demonstration purpose. The reason is there's a one layer above this. Okay, what you see is in the second layer. I put another layer, totally transparent, on top of that. You're seeing through my actual layer, okay? And so of course then you cannot click, okay? But let's say you don't have any suspicion, you didn't raise any suspicion, and you just simply say I like this, and you're going to click this. I put a like button on top of that. If you see, this time something displayed, right? Right? Because this is a part of my page. I have another page which is transparent. You don't even see that. I have actually a page. So if you click on this and you're gonna end up clicking on this, let me show you the view page, the page source. This one is on top. Now this one is on the bottom. If you click on that, you're gonna click on the like button of this document. On your Facebook, it's gonna show up that you like this page, right? And you'll be surprised what's in that page. Right? So this page basically says, I really like Professor Du. Okay? And that's what it said. I put a disclaimer in case you really click on that. So I want your friends to know this is just experiment. Okay? So you didn't mean that. Okay. And on the bottom of this, I have this button here. And you can see this is my page, right? This is my page. I specifically put this in this location and this like button. Yeah, if you click on this, I don't think it's going to really trigger the Facebook. Okay, this button probably doesn't work. Yeah, but imagine this is real the Facebook button. Okay, and that's when it's overlaid. That's where this happens here. That's why you can see it here, right? And if you move the mouse to here, that share thing is going to come up. Yeah, if you look at actually this bar. Yeah, if you look at here, and when I move my mouse over, and you can see that. It's sharing is coming up. So you don't see that, but if you click on that, you end up liking my page, not the engineering and computer science web page. And that's called clickjacking. I hijack your click, right? You want to like another document, but somehow I made you to like my document, although I know you won't click on that if I just display that to you, right? So that's actually called the clickjacking. Okay, so let me just explain how this works. So the idea is very, very simple, right? Just and this is just I'm showing you this two iframe. I'm not completely let them transparent. I set this the opacity basically for each iframe, and you can set opacity. Okay, opacity at 0, and then you won't be able to see that. That's transparent. I'm intentionally just put at 0.5, and then the other one is 1.0, and so that's why you can see some of them. Okay, but in the real attack, and you would set this to 0. Okay, when I do my experiment, I have to set to 0.5, so I can calculate where I need to put that button. Okay, I need to really clearly lay that on top of that actual real Facebook button. And you can see my code is here. Based on from the view page source, you can see the same thing. Okay, so it's really just using the transparency trick. Okay. Now let me just show the next one. Okay, so this is one type, clickjacking. Okay, and there's another attack which is similar to that, but use a different technique. This one is not using transparency. The previous attack, you cannot click, right? Attacker may be suspicious, right? How come I cannot click, right? The next one, you should be able to click, okay? So let me just do this is called clickjacking, okay? It's similar. Okay? I'm doing the same thing here, okay? So, and this time you can see I can click, right? I move this to over, okay? So here, and there's a normal things here, but there's a like button in here. Okay, would you click on that? Right? And do you think this like button belongs to the page or not? Visually, can you tell? You cannot tell, right? It's like part of the page, right? So, but similar, this one belongs to another page. Okay, I have these two overlaid. Okay, the bottom one is still this engineering computer science. The top one is still my malicious page, right? Where it says you like Professor Do. Okay, so but I make it very, very small. I made it just very, very small, the size of a button. Okay, what you see is another page actually overlaid on top of this. I made it very small, and I also changed the location to only display that button. You don't see the rest of them, okay? Because I only give you this small window to display that page, okay? So now if you go to the view page source, and you're going to see this is actually what I have in there. The bottom one is still the engineering computer science. The top one is my page, okay? So and in this page, you can see I make this width to be 55, the height to be 30. That's very small. Okay, that's basically the size of the button. For the inner one, okay, okay, so for that page, the beginning, let me show you this page. You can see the beginning of this is the button. Okay, so the button is put in the beginning. So when I make it small, it's going to just only include this part. Okay, that's why you only see this button. But the whole page, that's the whole page in there. Okay, that's still the same message. Right? If you click on that, you basically still like me, right? So that's actually the attack. Okay, and this is actually quite difficult to detect. Everything looks the same, right? And so this one just like the stick on this old page. Okay, if you scroll this, now I didn't scroll. If you scroll this, you're going to see the problem. Okay, I actually make this large enough so you don't need to scroll. But if my iFrame is small enough, and you're going to see the scroll bar in here. When you scroll, the bottom scroll, the top doesn't. You're going to see my page is going to float. Okay, so I did make that as large enough. Okay, so in the page, I did make that the iframe quite long. You can see height 3,000. Okay, if I reduce that, the whole content is very long. Okay, if you reduce that to 2,000, okay, and that's where I will get into trouble. Okay, but you can figure out a way to do that. Okay, they are actually more intelligent. Okay, and to really detect some scrolling, and you can scroll accordingly. Yeah, but that takes more time to do that. Okay, so I just want to show you. I mean, this is really very easy to launch. You can see. I mean, my page is very simple, right? And this is a real attack, realistic attack. A lot of pages, they are afraid of this. Okay, so the Facebook and Gmail, and they're all afraid of that. They all have a countermeasure. Okay, so I just want to show you the easy attack, then what the countermeasures are. Okay, so that's just show you the countermeasure. Okay. So I want you to look at what countermeasure they have. Okay, so I want you to tell me your observation. Okay, so I'm going to try. So you can see I'm putting something inside of that. Okay, so I want you to tell me, and you're gonna clearly see the countermeasure. Okay, and I want you to tell me what kind of countermeasure they may have used. So now I'm going to just change this. So what do you want to try? Last night I tried the banking. Okay, so I'm going to try the trace.com. Okay, this is online banking, and they're definitely afraid of this. So let's see what's going to happen. So now I have iFrame. I'm actually put this trace.com inside of my iFrame, and this way I can do this clickjacking attack or the other kind of attack. Now I'm going to reload this. Sometimes reloading doesn't work for iFrame. I'm just going to copy and paste into another. Now tell me what you see. Trace.com has countermeasure. my attempt to put that inside iFrame failed. If I cannot put tracing inside iFrame, I cannot do the attack. So what did you see? Yeah, try see this again. Okay, you have to be, the transition is very fast. Okay, so you can see this quickly. Okay. What do you see? Okay. First, it loaded in my iFrame, right? And quickly jumps out, right? So, if you don't believe that, try to see again, okay? And you can see the boundary first, okay? See the boundary not jumps out, right? So basically, the web page automatically detected that it's put inside the iFrame, and it's not happy. Okay, so because to defeat the clickjacking, and you should avoid being put inside iFrame. Okay, there's no point to put this kind of the app, put the banking, online banking in the iFrame. Okay, so and if you want to do online banking, go to the website directly. Don't go to another site and do it from inside iFrame. That's very dangerous. Okay, so what they do is they will just detect whether they are putting in the iFrame. If they're putting in the iFrame, they will just jump out. Okay, so and this is kind of piece of code you can add to your page. Okay, so what you do is you just look at whether your self and the top they are the same. Top means this the root of this window. Okay, and self means that's your reference to you. If they're the same, that means you are top. Okay, that means you are top. Okay, so if you are top, they just display. Okay, setting this to block doesn't mean they block that. Okay, just means just to display that. Okay, and if it's not the same, and they will just change the top location and to the self top location, that makes yourself the top. Okay, that's what you jumped out. Okay, so that's a countermeasure. And so if you do that, you put this piece of code, and first you will be loaded inside. Once you're loaded inside, your code will be executed, and then you're going to jump out. Okay, this is one type of the solution. Okay. Now let's see another solution, which is Gmail, Google. Google doesn't like to be put inside iFrame. Okay, and for obvious reason. So what do you observe? So iFrame is displayed, but nothing. Google said, no, I'm not going to show off. Google said, if you put me in iFrame, I will not, no show for me. It's a different techniques, okay? The other one said, I'm going to show, but I will show you on the top of your browser. Okay? Google basically says, I'm not going to show. Okay? And this is a different way to do this. Okay? To achieve that, and what you need to do is just in your header, when you send a page to the browser, in the header, and you can use this option. This is an option that is developed and for that purpose. You can decide whether you can be iframed or not. Okay? This option basically is for you to tell the browser. Okay? So there are three options you can choose. One is deny. So Google choose a deny. So basically, don't put me in any of the page. Okay. So maybe Google choose the same orange. I don't know. You have to look at live HTTP header to find out what that is. Okay. And same orange means I can be iframed by my own page. If this page also comes from Google, okay, and you can put this page inside another Google page, and this is what we call the same orange. The page, both page, inner page, outer page, come from the same place. So that one allows. Or you can see allow from, you put a list. So I'm allowing myself to be iframed by Facebook, and you can specify that in the header. Okay. So this is the kind of the header information, and you can put. Okay. So now I will just show that to you. Okay. So in my code, so I have this one. So I'm just using the same from my same site. Okay. So I have a test1.html. Okay, and you can see in my second page, and this is the only thing I have is just this is a good page. Okay, I don't have any of it. Okay, so and this page is iFrame. Okay, so that's you can see the boundary. This is iFrame. Okay, and this page is iFrame. I didn't put any countermeasure. Okay, so now let's try the 2. Let me just check whether I have to or not. Okay, test 2 basically my test 2 used JavaScript to jump out. Okay, so we're going to see the test 2. Okay, see, there's no boundary, right? And this goes very fast because my page is very simple. So immediately you don't even see the transition. The trace.com is very complicated. So that's why there's a delay. So for this one, clearly, and you can see my page jumps out. Even the URL changes, right? The URL becomes test2.com.html. What I did actually type is this one. You can see I typed this one. Okay, and I click this button, and now URL changes. Okay, the reason why the URL changes is because this page becomes the top, and that's why the URL bar will change. Okay, that was JavaScript solution. Now, the other solution, so that's going to be the test 3, but this one has to be a PHP, okay? Because inside of an HTML page, you cannot set header. If you look at what I have here, I have to write a PHP code here. So now I cannot put an HTML page. So my page now is going to be this is my page, okay? So at the beginning, I just have this line for the PHP, and this PHP code will be executed on the server. Okay, what you will get is you still get this part, you still get this piece. Okay, this code basically just for server to run. Okay, they will not actually send this code back to you. Now if I do this and now I go to this again, did I change the file? Probably I didn't change the file. Okay, I just need to change this to test3.php. Okay, now if I do this, now this one contains that code. And you can see I'm just refusing to show up. Okay, so because I did use deny. Let me just change the deny. So let me just change this to same origin. Because I am embed this page inside another of my own page. So the same origin should work. Okay, that should come up. So this one doesn't come up. Okay, if I change that, now the things come up. Okay, so the countermeasure is very, very simple. Okay, so now if you have a page and that you don't want it to be iFrame, there are pages that they want to be iFrame. Okay, because iFrame allows people to mash up things, to put a lot of things together. Sometimes your service, you want people to mash up with some other things. Okay, so you want people to use that from inside iFrame. Okay, but many other pages like the Facebook, I don't think will let you to iFrame. Okay, and Gmail is not going to allow you to iFrame. And those are pretty much the solution. Very easy. You can just either tell the browser don't iFrame that, or you have your own detection and the solution. Okay. So that's pretty much what I want to cover. Okay, so this is a very, very simple attack, but it's actually quite easy to launch. Okay, and when you develop apps, just keep that in mind. And there's a risk like this, and there are easy solutions. Okay.